Ruby's been a popular tank. So do they opt for Ruby tank and put Basha in the off lane? Or because that would be something interesting to see. Or are we going to see Ruby in the XP lane? You know, Marksman, we completely forgot about Popo and Koopa. I think can definitely hold his own. He gets slightly countered against the Brody because he has a body always in front of him, and Brody's first skill does more damage to the people behind the first people he hits and helps his stacks grow. So you're at a little bit of a disadvantage, but Brody's tower, Brody can just melt towers in the early game and late game.
I mean, like the comp coming out from Brotherhood, but man, what AREA77 locked in here is like bulletproof. This is a strong team coming out from AREA77. Really high level picks, a lot of bursts, a lot of sustained damage, and then the sustainability. Bane, Esme, Estes, that's craziness, man. So both these teams have locked in a huge team sets. Brotherhood going for that early game win. If they do not take early, man, the mage is going to be completely rolled over. That Selena in late game doesn't provide the same as the Kagura is going to take. Yeah,
I think it's going to be tough. AREA77 gets the late game here. You got Bane, you have Estes, you got Esmeralda, you got Brody. You got so much late game potential on the side of AREA77. My question is, are they going to run this? So Mage Bane is kind of back. I saw TSU scrimming with him as a support, which I probably shouldn't be giving away any of their secrets, but that's my bad, sorry. But I've been seeing him get a play. Oh my god, early kill. Enough
big
talking.
Punish.
Zio gets the lockdown onto Estes, and that is a first game kill, just like you said. Brotherhood pushing hard in the early.
Selena getting their rotation early. She's so strong to make these picks. But you're right, T. They put Basha in the off lane. This is something new we're seeing coming into Esmeralda. I don't think it'll have the same sustain, but we're just seeing that preference on Ruby being in those early game rotations, providing so much for that rotation, that CC, sustainability. Huge tank pick right now.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's something I did forget. Basha is a decent counter to Esmeralda. His ultimate does nice DPS, nice damage over time, and is able to help keep that heal down. And it's something I completely forgot about because you just don't see it a lot. But another big engage onto Gal's Cutie. Zio, though, does get caught up, and Mar Cutie comes in. He wants the kill. Can he get it? He does get it, but now he's in a bad position. Requiem on his trail. Will he make this a double? He jumps on with his second skill, but he gets taken out by Chiquito as Yeho in the bottom lane ganks and responds by taking out Ulysses.
Mark Cutie is so good at the game, man. Almost turns that, and one more auto onto the Popo would have taken him out as well for a 2-for-1 trade. Brody, man, what a strong pick. And you're right, T. Brody's showing, besides Clint, to be at the top of the meta.
Yeah, I mean, just a monster right now. I think he's definitely going to be a very popular. He was already a pretty popular pick in past seasons in M3, and I think with Beatrix getting nerfed down, he is going to be one of the most popular gold lane heroes we see other than Clint, because Clint is most likely going to get banned.
I think a problem for Brody here in this off lane is that the Popo now has 2 kills. And with that stun and getting a little bit ahead, he can dump out so much damage. Brody's just rotating away from this, preferring the team fight.
Gets knocked up by Yeho. Able to pop that ultimate and push them back, but Ulysses gets a kill onto Yeho. And now Brotherhood is chasing down 2 members of AREA77 taken out. The arrow does miss on Yureshi. No, she's forced to pop the Purify just to get away. Now she's caught up by Ulysses. Hal gets the kill onto Yureshi. This looks bad for AREA77. Yato's going to be next. He just gets away. I'm surprised they don't go for the dive. Look at this arrow. Is it going to land?
Oh! Yato barely makes it away right there with 1 auto left on the HP. And really, man, Brotherhood rolling this early game. Super aggressive. But we saw this come out last game, man. They won early game. Not this hard, but they won early game last time in AREA7. Bided their time. Kind of like a SKT-esque. If you watch League, SKT used to pick these heroes and they would just make it to the late game and out team fight their opponent every single time. I'm wondering if AREA77 can pull it off again here.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a viable strat. Just play for late game always. A lot of teams are, you know, they play hard for this early game, and it's one of their major weaknesses. Like we saw with Brotherhood last time, when you get down to those, yeah, you got great ganks, you got great rotations, but are you going to see us in the 5v5 at 20 minutes?
Yeah. Yeah, and Selena rotating up for a lot of picks, but honestly has been stalled out. And Ruby, man, sitting at 100% kill participation right now, providing that Ruby is such a great CC utility in the roam, really making it work, man. And I thought Bosch would do a lot worse in this offlane, but actually holding his own.
Yeah, for sure. I think one thing I want to point out, that Selena pick, man, her job right now is focus Gals Cutie. Like, focus Estes, but look, a nice ultimate coming from that Ruby, and now members of AREA77 are getting melted. Yeho taken out. Hal gets the kill. Brotherhood sitting at 8-2 with a 2K gold lead at only 4.5 minutes, Ben.
Yeah, how can AREA77 make it away from the Selena early? Brotherhood's playing so aggressive and juggling turret aggro under these turrets so well. That was beautiful to watch, man, as members came in and out, taking as much damage as they could to give their teammates enough time under the turrets to do the damage. And now, AREA77 can't get position on this because they're too far behind in the game. They have to give up this turtle and get away from it, man. Brotherhood's coming back for this thing.
Yeah, but you know AREA77, they don't want to back off from a fight. I think they may try to contest this turtle. They do get it very quickly. Hal's able to take it out. It seems like a wasted rotation coming in from Yureshi, but now he's here. He gets a little bit of damage onto Hal. Requiem just misses the arrow. I'm Offended comes in and gets a nice pick onto Yato, and now the fight is on. Yureshi trying to do something here. A nice ult coming in from Yato. Yureshi gets the kill onto Requiem, and Ulysses is now on the run. They are chasing down, but Yeho taking way too much damage. The heal from Estes is saving the day, though. It's not enough. Exeo gets the kill onto Yeho. One member, 4-2, a 1-for-1 trade overall. AREA77, even when they're behind, always showing that they're ready for a team fight.
Hal is making this Hayabusa look really good, man. And I talked about it earlier where usually the Hayabusa doesn't want to use his ultimate when the team is grouped, but when that Bane was that low, using it right there just to get that one last hit on him, so smart from this Hayabusa. Hal is playing it really well in this early game, rotating so well as a squad, but you saw right there, AREA77 caught a big team fight, and they kind of outplayed it.
Oh, Requiem just keeps on landing this ultimate from Ruby and able to pull people in. Marcuti does go down to Hal,
my God.
but I don't think he has shadows to escape. He's forced to try to run. Yato does hit him with the umbrella, gets some poke, but the rest of Brotherhood is there. And again, they're just running this pocket formation. We're going to rotate around the map as a unit and take away material, and they are doing it very, very well, Ben.
But take note right there, AREA77, a top team. Well, we're behind in this rotation. We make our play mid. We're going to trade a turret for that. Excellent gameplay. You can see this is what differentiates the top of the board from the bottom. These guys make their own plays when the team is still doing something else. They don't follow when rotations are already behind him.
Yeah, Yureshi on the run. Looks like Esmeralda is looking a little rough. The ultimate comes in from Popo, and they're able to get the kill. Brotherhood, gank after gank, kill after kill, prevailing over AREA77. But will it end the same way it did last time, though, Ben?
Right, the kills look crazy, 3-11, but the gold is actually not that spread out for that kill amount. And that just gives you credit to the AREA77 keeping pace with this game. Although behind, they're making their own plays. Bane on another turret, he's going to smoke this one too. And they've now tied it up in the turret mark. AREA77 moving around this map very well to be behind. Yeah,
Marcuti's in a bad position. AREA77 forced to run away, but they do just get away. But wait, Requiem's here, pops a flicker, but not able to get anything. Again, Brotherhood in this pocket, and a lot of times when you're up against this pocket formation, the best thing you can do is split push, and that's what I think AREA77 may be going for here.
Orman here on the turtle again. AREA77 didn't do bad in this last team fight.
Ooh, the ultimate comes in from Yeho, but it's just not doing enough damage. Yato goes down to Hal, pops that ultimate, and now they're all looking low. Yureshi is going to be next as Zeo hits the arrow and takes the kill. Popo's dog does go down, but that's the only kill AREA77 is going to get in this team fight.
10 kills up, spreading almost a 4K gold lead. AREA77, though, doing a great job defending their turrets, man. They're doing such a good move around this early aggression from Brotherhood, losing the least amount possible every time. And, man, they're just showing what good of a team they are. Is this going to be a run back of the same thing? Because we see Brotherhood with this early game advantage again, but, man, signs of life still from AREA77. Not giving up, not rolling over. Know that if they get too late in this game, they can turn it around again. They've proved themselves yet again.
They almost get Yato. Zeo's landing those arrows like she, or like he, whatever your gender is, like your Eugen right now. Remember last season we were talking about the arrows from Eugen? I mean, Zeo's landing them, and I'm Offended. Catches on to Estes. It's going to be a nice kill. Ulysses comes in, rolling around, ready to get another stun, but decides to back off. The patience from Brotherhood makes them feel like a top team right now.
They're getting stuck on this mid lane turret, though. They need to go and push other waves, make other plays, because AREA77 is here and they're prepared for this play. It's getting a little bit too broadcasted what they want to do, so I like the move to the top lane. Ruby's already in the bush ready.
Yeah, Requiem just always lands those ultimates, but now Yayo starting to do some decent damage. Hal going in, pops that ultimate, but the heal from Estes is there. This is the late game. Maybe they can finally take a team fight here. Ulysses is forced to run away. Requiem also on the run. AREA77 now taking their own pocket formation and forcing them out of their jungle, but they don't want to overextend. We're going to protect these turrets, Ben.
Oh my god, Hai is trying to get a turret on his own. Poople got one in the bottom lane. So although there weren't any kills traded in that, there's huge map advantage there for Brotherhood, and they almost take 2 turrets. That top turret is down to maybe like 1 or 2 autos left. Haibus could barely not finish off before he got it out. And now Poople's down the Lord. Is he soloing that Lord T?
I think he is. Just him and a dog, man. Just him and his best friend. They're going to try to take this Lord. Brotherhood zoning off, and they do a great job with it. Ulysses in the red buff jungle, just keeping them away, and Brotherhood takes the first Lord of the game, Ben.
That's going to be huge for a turret push as they clamp down, and this is maybe another fight, T.
Oh, your Essie going low, but luckily Estes is there, and this is the worry, right? That Estes is just helping more and more in team fights, and it's only 10 minutes. I think AREA77 pushes this another 5 minutes. They're ready to really take these fights. We know Bang Jungle can take a little while to scale, and there's something I want to check. He did go for physical Bane, so yeah, he's going to take a little while to scale, but it's going to look good if they can get to the late game.
Yeah, and in this 5v5, Selena loses a lot of potential. We saw in the early game popping kills left and right, but now when those stun lands and an SD standing beside the target, it's not the same vulnerability. So as this 5-man comes together, Selena loses a lot of priority, and Kagura comes to shine. The Estes comes to shine. Building Immortality first has really helped him out, but man, Brotherhood's wiping down some turrets right now, T.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, Brotherhood just doing a good job. They're not overextending like we see so many teams do. They're patient. They wait for Lord to hit up on this bottom inhibitor, and they're gonna let them deal with Lord while we take some things in the mid. They take the tier 2. Popo gets a little bit of dash, and he's gonna have to bring back his dog, and I'm pretty sure that Brotherhood's gonna be able to secure their first inhibitor of this game right here. The fight is on. Ulysses is deep, and look at the damage. I mean, they're under the tower, and they take out 2 members. Hal gets the double kill, triple kill on Urashi. Yes, Hal does go down, and so does Ulysses, but in comes Sirius Chiquito, and they trade off. It's a 4-for-3 trade to the side of Brotherhood, and they do get the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. I feel like it's a good trade, but still, AREA77 does okay and survives the battle.
Yeah, that's that thing, Mary. 77 just surviving, getting this thing later and later. And honestly, I don't like the choice there from Brotherhood to go for that fight. It looks like they went for kills there rather than objectives, and they wound up using Allura, getting 2 outer turrets, but they didn't penetrate the base. That doesn't earn them any inhibitors, and now AREA77 is in the perfect position. Lord's not on the map for another 50 seconds to turtle in their base and not lose any more progression for a little, buying themselves more time. But man, this Hayabusa 7-1 doing work for the side of Brotherhood. I love this Hayabusa.
Yeah, he's definitely doing work. I mean, Brotherhood's just doing an amazing job. We talked about them being the dark horses. We said that they're the underdogs, and they're bringing it to the champions right now. I got a feeling this goes to game 3, Ben.
I think so too, but the worries in the back of my head, this is kind of looking like last game, man, where Brotherhood has an advantage and AREA7 just holds on, they hold on, and then they just beat them in the 5v5. They team fight better. Looking a little like last game.
They definitely do team fight better. Brotherhood needs to close it out with this Lord. If they can't close it out with this Lord, they need to close out with this Lord and finish the game, because if they don't, we're going into 20-minute territory, 18-minute territory. We're already at 40k gold, but the fight is on. Requiem pretty deep, trying to stop Urashi, trying to hold him down. Sirius Chiquito, though, takes a big damage. Hal gets the Lord, but Urashi gets the kill on that Popo, and this is the fight we wanted to see. Now Zhao is also looking low. Torn apart memories goes off. Mark Cutie gets the kill, but How is there for Mark Cutie, or Gal's Cutie also going down with him. Yeho all by his lonesome. Hal wants to kill and gets it. It's a 2 for 2. It's a 4-for-3 trade to the side of AREA77. I think they can defend this Lord, and now it's looking like AREA77 might make the comeback again, Ben.
Man, Haya wanted that last kill and he thought he had it. He's so fed, but Bane is here. He's scaled now, man. He has so much burst, and walking into that 1v1, Bane just takes the kill away from How, running 9-2 right now, decimating these team fights. but this is eerily similar to first game where AREA77, they bide their time, and they know they're just going to out-team fight him in the late game. Who cares if we lose the early game? You can't beat us. You can't finish. And they got a Lord here, but it's quite weak running down the top lane. It's not going to be able to do much.
Yeah, this Lord's going to get melted down by Marcuti. We know what Brody can do. He's going to destroy it. Ulysses coming in. Requiem trying to do something. We do have a nice sustaining comp in the top, but it's still not going to be enough. They get a Lord. They lose 4 heroes, and AREA77 creeps back into a gold medium.
See, I hate to say it for my boys in the Brotherhood, but I think they may have lost all of their advantages, and now from this point on, moving into the 15-minute mark with this huge Estes squad, Selena's not as effective anymore. Kagura is way more valuable in these team fights, and you're starting to see it. They lost that last team fight. Yeah, they got Lord, but they lost the fight, and we'll see it play out again here.
Yeah, Requiem trying to do something, but not enough. He does pop that second skill. Has not used I'm Offended yet, or no, he has. He has no ultimate. Requiem can't do much. Uresi doing a good job at just poking, keeping vision as the rest of AREA77 clears this lane. Bane slowly getting stronger and stronger and is going to start doing some major damage. I think Brotherhood, I love their patience, but when you're steamrolling like that in the first 10 minutes, just push, man.
Yeah.
You can win every team fight. I get it. They're up against AREA77. They want to be careful. But, I mean, it's like you're not going to be able to win in the late game. You got to end it. So I think in that first Lord push it was, when they opted to go for the tier 2 tower, maybe they should have just rammed in on Lord and really tried to take the fight. But here we go. Hal does get a kill on him. Marcuti, that's a member of both teams down. Yato takes out Chiquito, and now that Starfall comes down on 2 members. Zio able to get an arrow and take out Yato. Ulysses on the run. Yeho or Ulysses, one of them's going to go down. Uresi on the trail of Ulysses. He tries to roll away, but it's just not enough. 3 members of Brotherhood have taken a death, and 3 members of AREA77 want more. Requiem trying to do something, but they just can't. Zio looking pretty useless with those arrows in this end game, and just not doing what she was able to in the beginning. AREA77 takes position on Lord, and I think they're going to take it, Ben.
Yeah, High is up in 5. I don't think he'll get time to get down here in time. Bane's there with the red tree. He's going to grab this, right? And it's just like Brotherhood has to have a mistake from AREA77 to get back in this, because Selena is useless in these team fights.
Yeah, I mean, she did so good at the beginning, and now, like, the stuns just don't mean much, because you can't run in or else you're going to get melted, you know? She's building damage, and I'm wondering if maybe it would have been smarter, like, to just run her as a support and have her build some tank items, you know? But there's already so much sustain on the side of Brotherhood that you can't take that chance. And AREA77 is just not given the opportunity for any picks in these late game 5v5s. But Lord is crashing down. Ulysses trying to do something. Right now, Popo's caught up with Esmeralda in the bot lane, so he can't come and help. He does get the kill, though. Popo gets a kill on Esmeralda in the bot lane. Lord crashing down. This may be very helpful for Brotherhood. Yato able to collect one onto Hal in the mid lane, and this looks bad for Brotherhood. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but they have Lord on their back. I'm Offended locks on to Gals, Cutie, and Yato. Lord taking down this inhibitor. It's down to low health. They get it. Mark Cutie secures it, and now AREA77 is hunting. They're going to take another inhibitor. They're gonna get it. They do. Ulysses rolling around trying to do something. Mark Cutie just poking, taking chunks away, 10% at a time. They know they don't need to finish it. They're winning team fights. Take your 2 inhibitors and wait for the 4th and final Lord of the game.
Yeah, I think this is going to come down to AREA77 taking the last Lord and finishing up these towers. They're going to grab this outer, maybe this inner. I just don't see any way for Brotherhood to walk in to members, 5 members strong of AREA77. Landing poke from Haya, landing poke from Selena no longer matters, because Estes heals so much. You need the sustained damage to take them out, and they just don't have it in their team comp. And they're getting pushed in these team fight hard, T.
Yeah, and they just don't, they don't have any real area CC, which is what works so good against a comp like what they have. But a nice flicker out coming from Requiem. Yahoo does pop that ice, the Winter Truncheon. The battle's on. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble keeping
Oh, God.
up. Ulysses looking low. They are coming back. 3 members of Area 77 down. Requiem looking low. Hal, will he get another one? A double kill from Hal. Can they get Mark Cutie? He's down to a sliver. This could be it. Brotherhood may be able to take the game here. It's a 3-for-5 trade. Brotherhood looking gone. They need to try to finish right here. I don't know if they can keep up if they let this last any longer. A big push coming from the mid, but minions are on the bot lane. Can they finish it now, Ben?
Yeah, they don't have any minions to push. They have this one cannon, and they have to keep him alive throughout this whole push. But Bane's up in 8 seconds. I don't see how they can kill this inhibitor turret and get the Nexus before Bane comes out.
I think they can.
They're pushing in, T.
I think they can. There's nothing they can do. Area 77 is going to take their first loss of the season here, and that is it. Brotherhood takes game 2. It's 1-1, boys. Are you guys ready for game 3?
Clapping back in that team fight, man. We said Area 7 to have the advantage, but how? Finds a couple members of Area 77 and punishes them. They push up too far, and they get clapped by the Brotherhood. Showing you can team fight, we can too.
Oh, what a comeback. What a brawl. This is a finals type game right here.
Yeah,
Brotherhood showing that we are here to play. Yeah, we're a new team, but we're going to take out the best right off the rip. This is what I like to see, Ben.
Huge back and forth. These are the games you love to watch. These are the games where you get chills, man. I am having so much fun. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you guys are too, man. This is an incredible matchup from a new team coming out unknown, doesn't have anything to their name, and they're beating 1-1, tied it up in the series against our last season's champions. This is big stuff, man. Area 77 was pushing back in that team. They were running it back on him, and Brotherhood caught him in one team fight and ended it. Excellent gameplay for both teams. I'm so hyped for game 3. Man, T, who do you give the advantage to coming into this?
I gotta say, I mean, I still give it to Area 77. They held their own. The way that they turned around that first game, I definitely give the advantage to them. Something I want to break down real quick. Let's look at some of these stats real quick. Let's talk about Requiem right now on the side of Brotherhood. 0, 1, and 20.
Yeah.
One death out of 20 long minutes of gameplay and didn't steal a single kill, fed their team,